Are you a Jet main? Do you insta-lock her every game you play? Do you freak out and reluctantly pick another duelist when someone picks her before you do? Do you only play duelists and nothing else? If you answered yes to any of these questions, you would know the strain and struggle of having to perform as best as you possibly can, because you best believe everyone is going to yell at you if you are bottom fragging. But guess what? Playing any other role doesn't do that. You could be the worst sage in the world, bottom fragging, and your team would be fine as long as you were healing and doing your job. But duelists. Duelisting is your job. No kills equals no win. But all of this pressure to perform deters a lot of people from playing Duelist today, so I'm going to go into exactly what the best non-duelist duelist is, as explained by Reddit. So sit back, relax, and let's get into it. First one up on our list is Brimstone, and I think he's a bit underrated. Once you place your smokes and molly, you are kind of useless, and with your stim ability, you might as well just entry with the actual duelist. So I think with all of this in mind, I'm going to place him in A tier for now. It may change in future, but for now, I'm just going to pop him there. Sage. Well, I guess this one kind of speaks for itself. Sova. With limited mobility, he can be a bit challenging to entry with, but his recon dart could be effective in making sure he scouts out angles before peeking. But overall, I do not think that he is the best choice, so I'm going to pop him in D tier for now. Viper, I guess, is similar to Brim, but I think is a little more worse since she doesn't have any good entry abilities other than arguably her wall to start the entry. So for now, I'm going to chuck her into B. Cypher, I guess the same as Sova, has very limited mobility and entry capability, so sadly, I'm going to put him in F tier. I think most Sentinels are just going to have a really hard time entry fragging and doing a duelist job in general, and with Killjoy, I don't think it's going to be any different, so I'm going to place her with Cypher. Breach's kit allows him to entry and take the charge really well, so I think he is actually quite a good non-duelist. I think I might put him alongside Brim in A tier. With Omen, I think he is used a lot by aggressive players as you can smoke, TP into the smokes or aggressive positions, and you're able to have a big influence on an entry. I think I'm going to put him not as high as Brim and Breach, but I think he is very close in caliber. I don't think Skye is able to be all that aggressive, and I think she is probably closer down near the Sentinels than at the top. So I don't think she's as bad as, say, Cypher, but I will pop Skye into C tier. Same kind of thing goes with Astra, as you need a lot of time to set things up and you don't have as much mobility, so it can be a bit hard to entry and be aggressive. So I'm going to pop her next to Skye in C tier. KO. Now, KO I think is largely underrated when it comes to this because he has a kit with fantastic non-duelist duelist capabilities. He has a flash, a grenade, and the ability to scope out where he is about to enter. I think with this combo and the fact that many KO players kind of fly under the radar as they don't nearly get as much pressure from other agents, KO is going to be the very first S tier. And from this, Reddit clearly agrees. Chamber, yep, nope, down with the rest of the Sentinels. No thank you. Honestly, I think Fade is pretty okay. She doesn't stand out as much as the other agents towards the top, but certainly isn't a bad option. She has many good entry capabilities, but doesn't have much lethality in her kit, so I'm going to place her in B tier. I think Harbor can be put onto the same pedestal as someone like Fade, except I'm going to place him slightly higher because his smoke can be very beneficial to the team, and I think his overall kit just has a bit better capability to be a duelist than someone like Fade at B tier. Gecko, I think, can be good with his flash, but his lethality and his mosh pit just really isn't that good as it was on his launch. Not many people thought Gecko would be a good option, and I agree, so I'm going to place him on the lower side of C tier, just to be nice. And there we have it. So here is my tier list with some help from Reddit for the best non-duelist duelist. KO takes out the top spot, but I think people like Brim and Breach and Omen are good options as well. So next time you have a bad game and get abused for playing a duelist, but you still want to top frag and have that kind of mobility to do whatever you want, give any of these top agents a go and see what happens. Do you agree with the tier list I made today? What would you all change about it? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Peace.